First and foremost, I'm wearing a hat because my hair is very frizzy underneath here. Yeah, go me! So, why are you here? What are you watching today? You are watching how I became a certified personal trainer and what it's like to work in a gym. This is going to be not so lengthy of a video. It's probably going to be really talky. So sit back, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get into the video. So the first topic I want to talk about is getting certified as a personal trainer. How do you become certified? I became certified through NASM, the National Academy of Sports Medicine. It's pricey. Don't get me wrong. It's not a cheap thing to get certified in. It was about, the cheapest plan I think was about $900, and I was paying like $80 a month or $600. I don't know. You had to pay a couple $100s to get certified. But they were nice enough to give me a monthly payment option, but it was still pricey and it took about a year to pay off. The test in itself took 6 months to take, but me being the biggest procrastinator, studied for a whole month and I passed. Don't get me wrong, this test is very difficult. You have to know everything they're telling you to know. I watched YouTube videos, I did the study guide. I could do a more in-depth video about what's actually on the test, but I'm just gonna steer this way. So, getting certified through the National Academy of Sports Medicine took 6 months, got my certification, got my CPR certification, and then I went to go look for a job. So the reason that I became a personal trainer in the first place is because I fell in love with fitness, I fell in love with helping people, and I thought that, hey, helping people is what I love to do, and I can get paid doing it. So I decided to do it. Why not? So I finally became a personal trainer certified from the National Academy of Sports Medicine, and I went to go find my first job. My friend that I actually worked at the time, I was a server, so she told me to go apply to her gym. It was a really tiny gym. If you don't have any experience, it's pretty difficult to get a job as a personal trainer. I was lucky enough to get a job in a small gym, and I had like maybe 12 clients at the most. Like, it was so small. So I got my experience, and it was a really great time. I got to do a lot by myself. I got to do a lot of group things. I got to plan out a lot of challenges. I got to train my clients. I had leniency in where I was able to go, so I can go in like the group fit area. I normally took my clients like everywhere around the gym. Every single day would be something different. I'm not a dull person, so I don't want my clients' workouts to be dull. So I wanted to make sure they got their best bang for their buck, but this job required me to be an independent contractor. And if you've never been an independent contractor, then you know that you go through your whole life with a W-2 and you get taxes back. It's great and dandy, but when you're an independent contractor, you're under a 1099, and you're basically your own company in itself. And I had to charge clients whatever I felt that I can charge them, and I had to pay it back at the end of the year, which really sucks. Being a personal trainer at first is, you gotta be money hungry and you gotta be willing to charge people, and that was my problem. I was like, I don't want to charge people an arm and a leg for this type of stuff, so I charged them really cheap, and my paychecks were so small, and I was like really concerned as to why. And I finally realized that I needed to grow a backbone and realize that these people are coming to me for help, and if they want my help, they can afford my help. So I started charging a little bit more, and eventually it just was too small of a gym for me. I didn't really like it that much anymore. It was not a fun atmosphere. So I was there for almost a year, and then I got a job somewhere else. I'm not gonna say this gym, but it's probably one of the biggest gyms in the world. Yet it's not run in the best way. So I went from being a 1099 independent contractor to back to a W-2, which I thought was going to be great. They were like, you're going to make $12 an hour and you're going to love it. Now, being a personal trainer, you need to find ways to make money, or you're never going to make money. yes, helping the clients is definitely a top priority, but if you're not making the money, you're not going to enjoy what you're doing as much anymore. So I got this job. They're like, you're going to make $12 an hour. I'm like, yeah, I'm like $12 an hour. No, like, it's so hard to make money. Like, my paychecks barely hit $400, and this next one's barely gonna hit $600. So be careful with $12 an hour, because you have 30-minute sessions, so you're making $6. And if people cancel, I mean, you still get paid, but there's just a lot of things about this gym that count against you and your grade. So if you don't have an A, you're basically a shit trainer. And that's where I start to feel the downfall, is trying to be the shiny new penny for a long time, trying to be the best trainer that I can be. And it started to become more of a job than something that I love to do. So I just had to reevaluate and realize that I don't need a lot of clients, but I need to be making more money. But if you work in a gym, the cons about it are they dictate your own money. They dictate how much they're charging their clients, especially at W-2 based places, like really big gyms. They charge a set amount, and you get $6 out of like the $40 session. So you're basically getting ripped off, and it's not fair, I believe. I feel like people should be getting more money for the amount of time they put in, which is why I liked being a contractor, because you can charge them however you want, and I would get 50% of it rather than just $6 out of a $40 session. So I'd be making more, but I'd be owing more to the government. So a few cons about working in a gym: you got to make some money. You're not going to make a lot of money at first. You have to grow a backbone. Basically, in bigger gyms, your boss dictates how much they charge, so you have no say in anything. You can't even charge extra if you make them like special plans or anything. They are very strict with your hours. They're very strict with no-shows. Everything affects your grades. If you have a no-show, your grade bumps down. If you have a cancellation, your grade goes down. So it takes a lot for you to maintain an A, and if you don't, you kind of get yelled at a lot. And you think that being a personal trainer, you're going to be your own boss, but really, it's just you're listening to a boss tell you when you need to open your schedule, and you're not open enough, and you want to make more money, do this. But I'd rather not work 60 hours a week if I'm not going to make enough money. So I'd rather work less hours with more clients but make more money. But I feel like most people don't think like that. Like, oh, you're going to work 60 hours, you're going to make $6 every 25 minutes, and you're still not even going to make $1,000. And especially for me, like, I need that money. I need the money to pay my bills. There are a few pros about it. You can create the workouts however you want. You can dictate what time people come in. You can dictate your own schedule to a point, but if you're not at enough hours, they'll tell you you're not enough hours. And you just have a good time. You can yell at people for fun. You can be really sarcastic with people. People love when you kick the snot out of them. Like, that's all my clients want, and I love it so much. But when you love something that much, you want the reward to be just as great. And most people say, if you love something, do it for free, but this is my job. Like, I want to get paid doing it. So if you're gonna become a personal trainer, I would definitely become one, maybe on the side as a business. Make your own website and charge your own amount. I feel like you'll get paid better that way. But working in a gym, it takes time to build up your clientele. It takes a lot of your energy that is really not needed to do that. And it takes a lot of backbone, but telling people no, and telling people you can't do this, and just not being afraid to really speak up for yourself, to better them and to also better yourself. But if you're looking to be a personal trainer to make the money, it's really not going to be there unless you are doing it completely on your own, especially working in a gym. And working in a tiny gym may be okay, but at bigger gyms, you're just not going to make the money that you desire. But being a personal trainer is definitely a task in itself. It's a livelihood, and it's an awesome experience, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. But if I can teach people out there that maybe they can go a different route, or I can help them in any way to make things cheaper for them to get this certification, then I really want to help in that way. But yeah, I wouldn't have had it any other way. It's a learning experience, and I'm really grateful that I put all of this time and effort into it. What's the last topic I'm going to talk about? So yeah, I talked about money. I talked about all that. So yeah, I think it's worth it. I don't necessarily think working in a gym is worth all of the time and stress. I think if you have the means to create your own website, I would definitely do that. But yeah, if you create your own website, get your own clientele up, and start selling for the price that you want, I feel like you'll have a better life than having other people dictate your money, your hours, and everything like that. So I hope this video wasn't in total chaos and rambles, but I really wanted to get it up to show that being a personal trainer in a gym is definitely different than being a personal trainer on your own, which is why a lot of people do it. And I'm not telling you to steer away from being a personal trainer. Maybe it's your passion and you love doing it and you'll do it for free, and that's awesome. But some people need money, and maybe this is it for them. So again, my name is Lizzie. I am a NASM certified personal trainer. If I can answer any questions, make more videos about this, please let me know. I am pretty new at this. I'm not very good at making videos, but this is something that I'm definitely passionate about, and I wanted to get out there. So with that being said, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.